Hi everybody, how are you? Here we are. This is Friday. This is the Friday show, and today we have lots of interesting informations before starting talking about our today's topic. First of all, how are you? Are you ready for the European Soccer Championships? Of course, I am. Italy is playing tonight. I see a lot of people that I know. Hello. Welcome back to our Friday show. And after this fantastic intro, the good news is probably you already know because you saw some of the advertising that I started making, some of the teasers, images that I start publishing on Instagram, Facebook, my website, lucianobove.com. And also here on YouTube, our friend Pratap Bose, the legend Indian designer, will be with us next week, okay? Next week. Don't forget, save the date. It's gonna be next Friday, starting 1 hour earlier. 4 o'clock here in France, 3 o'clock in London, and I think it's gonna be 7:30 in India, okay? So, this is the good news, the great news. I had a very nice chat with Pratap Bose yesterday, so we discussed a little bit. I did not know yet where he was gonna land with his new job responsibility, but today it has been announced on the press, so we know that Pratap Bose just became the new global VP design for Mahindra. And this is a great news for him, of course, for all of you. So we know that after the excellent work and job and how can I say, the excellent work he has done for Tata during all those years, now this new adventure for him, it's coming, and it's starting very very soon with the Mahindra Design Global Design Company. And this is great. Ciao. It's a lot of people saying hello. Ciao, ciao, ciao. How are you? So today is Friday. It's Friday show, and it's a design talk. Today it's my birthday on that day. Okay, so Isha, next week it's gonna be your birthday on the 18th of June. Well, I'm very happy for you. This is a sort of a very nice present I can offer to you. Okay. So you will have probably your favorite designer from India that is gonna be here on our Friday show, Design Talk, and we will talk about design education, of course, as I promised. And you know what? The nice thing is that there are some other people that are starting to contact me because they would like to be here with me and discuss live about design education and car design and transportation design. So it's quite interesting. It's quite new for me because, as you know, it will be next week the first time I have a guest, such a special guest. So I start strong. Okay, let's say it that way. Anyway, okay. So anyway, it's gonna be fun. I'm sure it's gonna be fun because Pratap is. It's an excellent design, it's a legend, but most of all, it's an excellent human being. So you will discover somebody really nice to get along with, to talk to ask questions, to, and for sure to have the right answers. Okay, so don't forget, next Friday, 1 hour earlier, okay? 1 hour earlier, we will start. All right, now, said that, let's dive in with the today topic. And today topic, as you know, it's about the online courses, the online training, okay? For designers, industrial designers, car designers, transportation designers. And the focus it's going to be for us, transportation design. Because since a few years, as you know, because probably you know this better than me, there are several how can I say, people, institutions, associations, small companies that are starting to offer online training courses for sketching, improving skills, mainly drawing skills, or even modeling skills using alias modeling software or Blender or other softwares. And they teach skills, let me say practical skills, which means drawing, really drawing, you know, how you should improve drawing with a sort of a program. And then they also teach some theoretical classes about the specific field for which you registered. Of course, they all are not for free. You have to pay for it. They have a similar cost, I would say. I also have a very tiny, small online course. By the way, I am full, so I don't have any opening so far. And I know that for what I know, I cost a little bit less, but as you know, I don't do this as my real job. It's really what I do. It's really trying to share probably in a stronger way, in a more useful way, my method in teaching, in trying to train people so that they can get better in sketching and get prepared to go to university, whether they're going to do a master or they're going to start a bachelor or just for passion. So the main question today is, but all those online courses, are they good? Are they bad? Can we trust them? Can we just go off and pay? I don't know how much they cost, but can we just make the check and buy the package, knowing that it's gonna be great for us and we're all gonna have an incredible experience so that we can improve 100% our skills? So that's the question. And I have a few answers, okay? But more than an answers, in reality, I am here just to discuss with you and tell you about my research, the things I know, okay? The things that people told me, because of course some of the students I have during my online courses, some of them they already went through through others, and of course I get an idea what's going on. Then I did another thing that I think you should do if you decide to go for an online training course to prepare yourself. You should always, before you decide for which academy, let's call them, from which academy to register, get information. Go on YouTube, see if you find videos of them. Try to see on the website if they have teachers. Usually they have all expert teachers, but we have to make sure that those teachers come from the card design environment. And we should also check if those teachers they have a bachelor or a master, and from which school, because sometimes some of them, like in India, but not just in India, also in Italy, believe me, because I discovered that, some of them, they don't come from card design environment, but they come from either polytechnic schools or engineering schools with a very strong passion for card design. They probably went for a master or 1 year abroad, and then they feel like they learned a little bit of sketching, they are ready, they say, oh, what the heck, why not, I can teach. So there is one thing very important that you have to understand, that all the people must understand. First of all, I agree on the fact that you find a good academy online to learn how to use your skills and to improve your skills. It's a good thing, okay? So I repeat it. If you find a good academy online and you are satisfied and you see that your skills are improving and you are doing much more interesting things than just trying by yourself to get prepared to get an admission to a university, college, or just for a master, then that's very good. So I think that this is a sort of a pre-investment on yourself, so that you can find somebody that can really help you to push your limits, so that you make an excellent test on yourself, and you will get to the design school more prepared. Okay, so that's very good. At the same time, I think that you have to be very careful in understanding if the academy for which you decide to go, it's the one that really it's going to give you the opportunity to improve. Now, the question is, how do I know? How can I know if I am, I don't know, Frankie, 16 years old or 17 years old? I come from a little village in India, in Portugal, in China, in I don't know, in Italy, in Peru, like Patricio, or London or England. If I am alone and I just see on YouTube, on Instagram, a lot of people sketching, how can I have myself the expertise to say, yeah, that academy is very good compared to the other one? I understand that is more difficult for you, but at the same time there are few things you have to think with your head and few things you can do on your own, so that before you decide to go with Academy A or Academy B, few informations that can give you a very good idea or a better idea of the differences between those academies, okay? And about this, I don't want to put myself into it with my online course, because on my online course it's only me, and about me you have lots of infos. My Instagram, my website, my Facebook, my YouTube tutorial videos where I explain, or those where I don't explain, I just draw. You know me, you know how I am, you know how what method I use, okay? And those that came and became my face-to-face students online know that the method I'm using, it's let me say, it's giving good results. There is I am in a video, so I give you those information for those that don't know, so that you have already something that you can use to judge, okay? So I am on Google Meet. There is a video on my big screen. I have my microphone, my camera, the same camera I use for my live, okay? And I have the other one, which is this one, to show when I draw with those students and how I do, so that I can interchange cameras. And then live, I also ask the students to flip down their camera so that I can see when they sketch. And I tell them, be careful, don't do this, do that, I show you. So they can check on the video live in the same very second what type of correction I am asking them to do. And I explain to them. So it's really like, in a way, if I were next to you, sketching with you, like when I was a teacher. And I used to make the demo in class with all the people around me. We had the music, it was very fun. But of course, when you are in video, you cannot do that, okay? Everybody's on the other side of the camera. So but the thing that I wanted to have the video, and I organized this with the video in a very professional way, with the double camera and everything, is done because in this way, it's the best way I can follow you, and it's the best way from my side to offer you a service that is very close, like if you had a real teacher next to you. So the margin of error, okay, that ciao Matteo, the margin of error, that will be between me and you, what you understand and what I explain, it's really reduced at the minimum. So I tell you this because this is a scenario, okay? This is a scenario of Academy Luciano, let's say. So you know how it works here. It lasts 2 hours. So every time I'm with my face-to-face, I have one person with me for 2 hours. Now, you would say, probably you will ask, yeah, but what the hell do you do? Well, we don't start sketching right away, like hell, First of all, we talk. Sometimes I ask to show me drawings. I see the big mistakes they are making, or if there is a mistake they make very often. So this is something that we have to fix right away. And then, of course, according to the level of each student I have in front of me, I will decide whether I start from the very beginning, a similar program I used to do when I was teaching in school, okay? Which is the same thing you see me explaining on Instagram or here on YouTube in my tutorial videos. And oh la la, thank you, Storm, thanks. This is very nice, thank you very much. Thank you for the super sticker or sticker, I don't know, but thank you, Storm. Thanks. Okay, cool. All right. So I got a coffee, yeah? You take notes, okay? I'm waiting for the others. All right. So it's done in that way. And now that you know that we talk a little bit, then sometimes we talk about design. If the lines don't go well together or the proportions are not good. So I have my models that sometimes I use to show details, proportions. Be careful here, be careful this. When we make a perspective like that, is different than making a perspective like this, or different to making a perspective like that. And then I make those drawings and I show everything, where you should put your vanishing points and how you should do this, and and then when the student is sketching, I let him sketch, and after every 5 minutes I go there and I say, show me what you're doing. And then he shows me or she shows me how it's moving on. If I see that there is an improvement and the big mistake is not doing anymore, I just let him draw. And then we will do a synthesis at the end of the drawing. But just in case I see that he's making that mistake again, I will remake the same sketch again. I will re-explain again the same thing, because I want to make sure that that rule gets in your brain. So that's why we need 2 hours, because in 2 hours we will probably do one good sketch, but we will do lots of retracing, and I will make probably 1 or 2 demos explaining a certain particular type of rule to make sure that the next week I can move on another rule. You understand? When I talk about rules, it's the basics of drawings. It goes from line, warm-up lines, wheels, circles, lines, pressure, line quality, line weight, until we go to the theory of reflections, the basic shapes. Sometimes you see some of my demos from the face-to-face that I post on my stories, for example, on Instagram, and also on my Instagram page. And there you understand, if you go and look carefully at those sketches, you will understand what type of lesson I gave that day to the student that was with me. So this is a scenario, okay? And this is the methodology that I use. And for me, I have to tell you the truth, it looks like it's working pretty well. Now here with us we have Patricio. Maybe Patricio, you want to say a few things, because you are one of my students. Maybe you can say what you really like, or probably what I could improve. That's no problem. You can write it down. So, to give you an idea. But now, when you find on internet or maybe on your email, and you get the publicity, the advertising of this beautiful, academy, I don't want to say the names, but come and sketch with us, or stuff, or things like that. You will click, you will find, thanks Patricio, you will find some information, so you will land probably on a website. When you go on the website, you really have to see who are the designers that, of course, online, just like me, they belong to that academy. Of course, there are not going to be many, it's not a school, there are going to be probably 2 or 3. And there will be probably somebody like me that has a little bit extra experience, let's say, okay? Oh la la, there is someone else is giving. Thank you, Edgar. Thank you, this is really nice. Thanks. Un café para el profesor. Muchas gracias, Edgar. El cafetito me lo voy a gustar todo. Después esta Sta live, grazie, muchas gracias. Gianluca Luciano, come stai? Mi sono appena prenotato per il vaccino. Bravo Andrea, io ho fatto la mia seconda dose. Bravo Andrea, just make your vaccine and don't worry, take it easy, you'll see it's gonna be fine. Grazie Edgar, grazie mille al mexicano. Ok, perfetto. So, now you have all this. Go to the website, check who is teaching, who is collaborating with the person that had the idea to put together this academy. Because there is one thing you have to understand. Sometimes on some of those websites, okay, there are beautiful pictures. You look at those beautiful drawings, but you don't realize right away that some of those drawings are not students' drawings, are the teachers' drawings. So you look at that, you say, wow, they do those things, I will do like that. But you don't realize right away that what you see, it's not what they produce. So in my opinion, that's why you have to be very careful. And then, because some of them cost a lot of money, it's not given for granted, you know. So before you spend money, I think you have to spend a little bit of money if you want to get a training, an early training before you get into the real design school career. And this is part for me of how you plan your design school career. This is probably the real first step, okay? So that's nice, and I agree, you have to plan something like that, and if you can, of course, you should. But you have to be also be very careful where you go, because you might go to spend money for 2-3 months and then don't get anything, and probably it's not, how can I say, it's not your fault. For example, I give you another example. I know that some of those courses are given, they are sold like packages, okay, like a package. I buy, I don't know, a CD with 20 lessons in video, plus some PDF format documents, in which it is explained, make this type of project at home, work 3 days in a row, start with, everything is written, okay? But nobody is with you. And you think, okay, that's cool, you know, I get the videos, I put the video on my computer, I will just look at that, I will try to do the same, and it's gonna work. But let me tell you something, when it's like that, it's probably the hardest way to learn, because for that you can go on some of me and my colleagues, very good colleagues that on YouTube make video tutorials for free, like me, because everything on YouTube it's for free, and then you could have probably the same results, because we are not with you. You watch in a passive way a video with which you cannot interact. So if you're somebody that already it's a good level, well, then do that way, because for you it's going to be much easier to understand, obvious. But if you're somebody it's really at the beginning, you have just had your strong passion, and you just want to, hey, ciao Anish. Anish is another one from my team. Don't worry. We are talking about online courses, Anish. Basically what I do with you, what I used to do with you. Okay, good. So then in that case, if you are really somebody at the very beginning, you probably might need an academy online that has real people with you, whether it's gonna be only one time a week in video, or whether they're gonna, I don't know, maybe you can go into their studios, you know, or stuff like that. But and there are, because the academies today, there are some good academies that do basically the same methodology that I am using now, okay? I've been probably one of the first, not the first, but one of the first to say, if I have to do this, I will do this in video, with a video live so that we can interact. The interactive sketching course. And now I know that a lot of people are starting to use that device because that's the best way to be really close, okay? And that's, of course, it's creating a little problems because when you are live, you cannot say, well, I will make a video tutorial with the camera on top. I will speak or I will talk. I'll do this tonight, and during the whole day I do whatever I want. No, because you have a certain timing. It's almost like a job. I am here in front of my camera in a certain moment during my day. It's like an agenda. Therefore, you gotta be there. It's a responsibility. Okay? So that's also another big difference. Proprio un momento, come esprimersi spesso mi cari di fare qualche errore. Anche design professionisti dicono mi piace o è bello. Mi vado a dire giusto? Andrea, I didn't understand. After we'll talk about that, okay? After I'll finish my topic introduction, when we'll start talking about the questions and answers. Like too much right now. Luciano is preparing me to be prepared. Okay, thanks, Patricia. Thank you. He always challenges me to be better. Now that's true. That's true. That's part of my responsibility. Challenging. Okay. So there is a way and ways, different methods that people use to do those online courses. Now there is another one that is doing a super job. Okay, and they are really a nice team. Okay, I can tell you the name because I'm not. I cannot. I mean, I think you understood this Ink Tank Academy. They are very nice. Those guys are really prepared, and they keep on changing people that help them for those sketching courses. They take it really seriously. It looks like it's really working well. And there is another thing that if you go on YouTube, you find a lot of videos on Ink Tank Academy. If you go on internet, you see a lot of people talking about them. So if you are looking for information to see what's going on, and therefore then decide it's better with this person than with this academy rather than the other one, you have to use your brain so that you can look for the information, and then you form an idea in your head, and then you start saying, well, you know what, they cost this much, they cost the other much, but what is better for me, you know, in terms of timing, methodology, and cost, of course. Yeah, Ink Tank, Scaring is fantastic. The only problem is Scaring doesn't speak English. So I don't know how he does, but he has an incredible online school or virtual school. Graham Bullock, yes, Graham Bullock, I know, from Facebook. He's doing a great job, I know that. So, but you see, Edgar, you are talking about serious people that we can count on. And that's what I want to explain to all of you, okay? Because when we are going to start this incredible adventure of becoming a car designer or hoping to become a car designer, you have to understand that it's better to start with the right foot, with the right method. That is the method that then we will be used in design school or university or doing your master, which is the same one we use at work. You understand? Because sometimes, for example, in Italy, I know somebody that is my student told me a little bit of what was going on in his previous academy online, and then we discovered that the person that was teaching, saying that he was a good teacher, stuff like that. The guy is not even a car designer. He's not even a product designer. Yeah, Matt Morocco, fantastic, Edgar, fantastic. Matt Morocco. He has done also very nice ebook and few books like sketchbooks. I know. Okay, so there are also some people that prepare and sell you sort of PDF with assignments. They put the wheels and they say this is the way you can make the right proportions. So just make your sketch over those type of proportions between those wheels, this height, this is the overhang, and you will learn how to master proportions. About that, I don't agree. I don't agree, because how do you judge proportions? You cannot judge proportion on a PDF alone and pay that PDF and saying, oh, I have got the guidelines so that I can sketch over and I will learn about proportion. No, you cannot learn proportion. That it's not a case that on my ebook I never done a page where you can sketch over my ebook, which is also in PDF. No. I give you the rules. I put all the pictures, all the steps, and then I tell you, go and check my videos if you want to have a real demo, so that you can understand those rules apply to reality. You learn on the PDF, which are the main rules, easy to understand, to be honest. But just in case you have a doubt, you can go and check this page in that video. You understand? And if you want, you can always come to me and say, I would like to make a face-to-face with you, and we will go through that type of method that I put on my ebook, and we will do it interacting via video, live, in real time. Okay, Anish, I heard about him, Berk Kaplan video. Yeah, Beck is working for them now, but I don't exactly know much about it. It would be great if you tell a bit about that. Thanks. No, I'm not gonna tell you, Anish, too much about that, because I don't know them 100%. I risk to make a mistake, but the only thing I can tell you that it looks like they are serious. This is a serious team. Some of them, I know them. I know that those are good guys, good designers. So now, how they really do their academy, I cannot say, because I never talked to them and I never watched exactly what they do. But knowing the people, I can tell you that is not bad. That is not bad. I know about me, but because it's easy. I have taught for 11 years with I would say with fairly good results, and I'm just taking that methodology and using it in a different way. I learned how to apply it on using Google Meet, and it's working almost the same way. You see? So, Patricia, I have so much to say, but what I can tell you guys is I will never regret having class with him. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. Thanks, Patricio. You're a good student. Most of all, Patricio, things I like of Patricio is not that he puts really a lot of efforts, is that he accepts the challenge. Because in a way, what I do exactly like a teacher would do in school. I have to challenge students. I have to push you to make an extra step. Unless you just clean up a little bit your technique and that's it. And that's not enough. You see? So, if you want to do more than just cleaning up a little bit what you want to do, I would say that you should have, the PDF on which you can sketch, and you say, probably they tell you that you can learn proportions and exercise creativity. But believe me, you need more than that. Because, for example, how do you develop your critical eye? This is something that Scott Robertson always talks about. Develop your critical eye. He's right. Because when you develop your critical eye, after a while that you've been sketching, you will be judging yourself. Because you will start learning to understand what you are sketching. A lot of people do sketches, but you guys don't really know what you did. Also because on Facebook there are millions of people tell you all the time, wow, thanks bro, cool bro, fantastic bro, and some of them are not really fantastic. And people get hyper, wow, it's incredible, everybody's saying that I did a good job. But in reality you didn't. And nobody professional is there to tell you that you didn't. So if you are on an academy, the most important thing that you want to do is to develop your critical eye so that you can look at your work and you say, you know what, the perspective is not bad, but the design is not nice. It's so complicated. I cannot publish this. Because don't forget that everything you publish, we see. When I say we see, I mean the industry. Because don't think that we don't go on Instagram, Facebook pages, Behance, Coroflot, all those, to go and check your work. Because we're always looking for talents, no? It's normal. Even if I cannot hire somebody today, or that a company, let's say that I am a Design X company, even if I don't have the budget to hire, I am a car designer director. I am always looking around if I can find somebody cool, somebody that really has something more than my team. And when I will have the budget, probably I will hire, or I will try. Maybe I can offer an internship that is cheaper, so that I can get him in, or the person, the lady, if it's a she. Ciao Vikash. Art Center started online, yes too, yeah, because of the COVID. And they are starting online, not the real class, if I don't make a mistake, but the prep class. The prep class. Art Center always had a prep class, okay? Preparation to enter full-time at Art Center. And now, because of the COVID, they saw that a lot of people are doing this online, so they started to. There is a cost, which is a typical situation. Now, to be extremely critical with your work, it doesn't mean that you have a very good critical eye. Probably you don't have yet a critical eye. Because to have a judgment, a fair judgment about your work, it doesn't mean that you have to always say, I'm so bad, it's not good enough. It's not that. It's really to understand whether the proportions are good or what you're doing. And to judge the proportions, there are several easy methods that are said speaking. Like I tell Patricio, or I told Anish very often, you make a sketch, cool. Do you want to make sure that your sketch is good? Then turn it on the other side and watch it against the light, and you will discover all the mistakes. And a lot of people say, wow, it's true. I can see that this is wrong and that part is wrong. You see? But if nobody tells you, a PDF will not tell you. Unless somebody wrote it, okay? Wrote it down. Alright? Ok, Piga. Quindi domani mare. That's good. That's great. Have fun. Divertitevi. Okay, so just to come back to us. This is what I wanted to tell you about those online courses. So if I had to make a synthesis of what I said, the online courses are very nice. If you catch the right one, you will have a great opportunity to improve. You will have probably a couple of months, 3 months, maybe 4 maxi. I would say that more than 4 months is useless. But you can have 3 months, 4 months, during which you get a sort of a weekly meeting. For 2 hours, you make a sort of full immersion. Ciao Mahmoudi! I think that the most important thing is, the most important thing is to be with people that know their job, okay? Because if they are good designers and they have enough experience and they know how to transfer, okay? They know how to share the information with you in a very nice way, so that it's not complicated for you to understand, but it is easier. Then it's easier for you on your own when you are at home, to redo the exercise and improve by yourself. Because the objective is that then by yourself you will be able to improve, okay? Because we are on the other side of the video, of the screen. We cannot be just next to you every day checking what you do. And that's exactly what Anish was saying before when he wrote, I have done the cube, which is this exercise that I did the last time with Anish, okay? This exercise, explaining really well all the rules about that. And by himself, he He understood. The first exercise with me was not extraordinary, but he tried again and it worked out to improve. The most important thing is to improve, understand the rule, and improve, right? Luis Miranda, ciao. Do you think it's feasible for a university to create a fully online? No, I don't think so, Miranda. I know. And some other people ask me that. It looks like there is one of those academy that they are saying that they give you like a master. Now I can assure you that if you want to have a master in transportation design, you have to go to school. And when you go to school, the school that will give you a master has to show you, be careful, because there are some strange stories and websites I went to discover, okay, they say things that are not real, or not even legal. You have to see what type of degree they give you, because they, for the law, they must write down in their prospectus, you know, exactly what they will give you at the end. And to give you a degree, a real degree, whether it's a master or a bachelor, for the law, you must have a minimum type of hours during the whole year that has to be live in school. Okay? So this is important. Now, online, for me, it's not possible, because so I can see better. Because online, you are missing too many things during the whole year. You're missing too many things. For example, you know how important it is to be in school, show your sketches up on the wall, and see the sketches of the other students up on the wall, and realize the difference between you and them, and what it means to have a critique with the teacher and the other students all together over all the sketches. And then you listen, you understand the mistakes that guy made, the good thing that girl made, and then you compare to what you have done, and you start thinking, and that helps a lot to understand. You know, how you have to move on, how you have to improve, how you have to take seriously what you're doing, and how to understand what has been done wrong and what has been done right. And that helps a lot in developing the famous critical eye. So if you do everything behind the camera, like we are now together live, okay, there will be, I would say, more than 50% of the very important learning on the ground that will be missing. So in my opinion, according to my experience as a ex-chairman of a transportation design department for 10 years, I cannot imagine a bachelor that is given only exclusively online. I don't think so. Okay, Louis, I think that I answered to your questions, at least with how I think. Okay, so, hey guys and girls, if there are girls, do you have any other questions? For those that were late, I confirm to you, Mr. Pratap Bose will be with us next Friday at 4 p.m. French time, 3 p.m. London time, and I think 7:30 p.m. in India. Okay, thank you, Louis. Grazie a te. Patricio, yes, I agree. Good. Yeah, because Patricio, you also were in a similar situation, and you think that you're missing that part of being really in the school, the way you learn in school. You know, I remember when I was in school, sometimes it was frustrating, of course, normal, but also to live that frustration feelings, it's very helpful, believe me, because you become stronger with your shoulders. You have to leave that competition. You have to go through that experience. You cannot stay always in your nice protected cocoon at home, like this studio, you know, and everything looks like paradise because you are protected here. No, you gotta jump into that fire, and you have to even get burned, you know. That's the best way you can learn. Okay, knowledge is not a personal thing. Knowledge is property of everyone. Yes, Edgar. Signation, ciao. Well, you're an hour late, but in reality, you know what, Signation? I changed the timing because even Pratap told me, Luciano, for people from India, you are a little bit late. So if I were you, you want more people, I'd suggest you to start a little bit earlier. So that's why I'm starting at 5. But I remember again, next week we will start 1 hour earlier, okay? So I guess in India it's 7:30 p.m., 4 p.m. here in France, and 3 p.m. in England, London, where actually Pratap is at the moment. So he will be with us. We will talk about design education. We had a very nice chat yesterday, and I can tell you that this guy has a very clear ideas. We think almost, I would say, the same way. Okay, so it's gonna be very good. It's gonna be very good for you. Uda-chan, you don't know. I write you the name and go and check on Instagram. No, sorry, not Instagram. Go and check on Google. Okay, and you will have your answer. Go. I put the name there. Okay. Check it out. It's better to learn in design school into bachelor degree and stand for the competition. Better to learn in design school up to bachelor degree and stand for the competition. Malay, I didn't understand really well your question, but I can tell you one thing. For me, if it's only up to me to choose, bachelor, 100%, 3 years or 4 years in a car design school, 100%. Okay. There is also another news that I would like to give you. I have talked to Massimo Barbieri, who is the future new. Yeah, I cut my beard. It was too long, but not my hair yet. But I will cut my hair too. I promise. I promise since a month, but I will do it. Okay, so I've talked to Massimo Barbieri, who is the new chair of the next to come transportation design department of a Portuguese school in Portugal that is just opening, and the people that are opening and the teachers that will be there are nice people. So at the moment I don't have other news for you, but I can tell you also that this school, I think it's gonna do really well. That is also fairly cheaper than some other schools, so there is also a very good economical advantage for who would like to go and get a bachelor, a real bachelor in transportation design, spending a little bit less money. It's in Portugal, so there are some differences between countries. Therefore, Portugal is a little bit cheaper probably than Italy. I have no idea, but they are cheaper, and therefore this is a new thing coming into the panorama of design schools worldwide, and I think it's gonna be good. Massimo I know very well. He's an Italian designer, an expert in interior design. He knows how to do exterior design too, but mainly interior. He was my colleague and for 20 years, so he has a very good experience. He's an excellent sketcher, excellent photoshopper, excellent designer. So this guy, it's like one of us, all right? So, and the good thing is that he is opening this department with another great personality into the design world, the car design world, whose name is Olivier Bolle, who is the Mercedes Advanced Design Japan studio, then California studio, and just recently is ready to go to, I think, to retirement, and therefore he's starting this new activity as a transportation design department director. Okay, and Massimo, who is much younger because he's younger than me, will be the chair and the teacher, but also Olivier, who is a very good designer, will be teaching there, and there will be also some other teachers, of course. So I start talking to them to have some information, because I would like to share those information with you in an official way. Matteo, at the moment I don't have the name yet. We just talked about their concept that is kind of getting together, but in a month probably we will have all the informations. Okay, so I will talk about this again, and I will of course I will also write on my website. Now, if some of you that are here did not subscribe yet to my channel on YouTube, please do. And the same thing, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should follow me on Instagram. Okay, by the way, on this YouTube channel now we are really close to the 6,000 people, and this is great for me. I'm really happy to all of you, so thank you, big thanks to you. Mahmoudi, I have read in a competition rule that I should sketch lateral view. Does it mean should sketch from top view? No, it means when you sketch a lateral view, it's this one, side view. In general, we don't say lateral view, we say side view or elevation, side elevation. Okay, so yes, signation, you're right. So you see, this is a side view. Okay, but why do they ask you that? I will explain. Because with a side view you show proportions, and they will understand whether you have good proportions or bad proportions. Because if you do something like that, they want to understand whether you have some skills and some talent, or if you don't. If you do something like the wheels this small and the big huge body of a car like that, they will say this is like a kid, forget it. But if you do something that is well proportioned, then they might say, oh, this guy is interesting, he can start school. You understand? And the side view is the best one to check proportions according to the old good Italian design rule. Okay, I want to join your online course, but I don't even have a camera. Signation, if you have a telephone, you could use your telephone camera. But the thing is that now I can't take you because I am full, and it's gonna be like this until the end of June. But maybe in July or most in August, I will have 2 or 3 openings, and therefore, if you want, you are welcome to try a test with me, and if you like it, you can keep on doing it. Besides, with me there is no subscription. You just pay for the day you work with me, and if one day you cannot, it's fine. You are free, I'm free. You understand? The most important thing is that you tell me, that people tell me tomorrow I will not be there, or next week I cannot be there. That's all I ask for. So it's a very free way of doing this course. Okay, so that nobody is tight, to pay, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 courses, 5 days, 100% at once. Not at all. So it's just when you want, you pay. When you don't want, you don't pay, and you don't participate. That's all. All right. So, any other questions? Because if there is no other questions, or if you want to ask me something in particular, we can keep on going a little bit extra, a little bit more time. Okay, let me read. Thanks, but does it have a problem to sketch from top view? They said it should contain lateral. No, the thing is, Mahmoudi, when we do a sketch, You see, you're already asking me a question, and sometimes I ask myself, use your brain. Mahmoudi, when you show a car, you know, how do you do the car? I do a quick sketch, just a quick sketch, okay? Take a piece of paper. All right, so I do, wait, let me change. Okay, so you have to do a side view, okay? And they want to see whether you have, whether you know about proportions, okay? Okay, so quickie. Okay, so you see a side view, okay? So in July, would you start the Amish only face to face? Only face to face. Yeah. So this is a side view, and this is to understand proportions. But when you do that, then you can also do your look. You can also do your perspective, like 3/4 front, okay? Okay? And you can do the same thing, you see? And you can do the same thing, oops. And you can do the same thing for the back. And then if you want, you can take this one and you can turn it into a top perspective, you know? The shadow will change, of course, because it's top. It's in perspective. We put new shadow. You see? And then you have your top view. Okay? Bergeron said that if we extend the A pillar, you should go to the center of the front wheel. The greenhouse should end right above the center of the rear wheel. I tried this and it's awesome. Yeah, this is a way of controlling proportions. Beck is right. But you see, I am here, almost in the center, you see? And here also almost. But the thing is that depends on your on the cars, you know. It really depends on the cars, because you can have a car that is not like that, you know. You can have, for example, you're gonna have cars that are like that, which are more like BMW. You see? Look, this is nice proportion. You see? It all depends on the type of car that you are doing. Also, some Ferraris are like that, with long hood, you know. You see? Oh, Mahmoudi, it's my pleasure. Don't worry. Hey, by the way, if you want to give me a super sticker or a super chat, you are welcome. Thanks. Okay, so today's little sketches, not previewed. It's fine. I had fun. It's nice. Okay. All right. So let's go back here. Okay. So, well, I think that for today, I gave you my point of view about those online courses, and I think that with those tips and advices, you know, sharing with you how I feel, GT4 Luz, yeah. I really hope that this can help you, you know, in thinking whether you're gonna be looking for an academy online, which I think you should do. Really, and I hope I gave you some tools so that you can choose the right one. Okay, not to waste your money and to invest your money correctly, to start a very good, you know, I would say designer career, school career, starting from this academy online. If you decide that you want to have one, or you need one, to prepare yourself as a training, as a very good training, just before you make your entry portfolio, or to make your entry portfolio, okay, your entry portfolio, all right, for an admission to any design school, whether it's college, university, master. Guarda la domanda che avevo fatto prima. Wait, Andrea, let me go and check your question. I'm searching for it. I'm going backward. Ok, yeah, ho trovato, I found it. E come spesso mi capita di fare qualche errore, anche ad esempio che dico. Allora, what do you mean when people say I like it or it's beautiful, and you think it's a mistake? Why? I don't understand. Explain to me again. Because that one, I didn't understand it, really. Ok, explain yourself better. Spiegati meglio, Andrea. Okay, well, anyway, I'm waiting for Andrea to write down a better explanation of his question, and then I will answer to that. Okay. So, how much time we have been already connected? It's 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Che so che i design devono essere oggettivi durante. Andre, ma è normale. I think it's normal that a designer should be objective in saying whether he likes or not, and the reasons behind the yes or no on appreciating or not appreciating a project that is work in progress. For example, no, Andrea, no, non sono d'accordo col professore. I don't agree with your architecture teacher, because your teacher, it's I don't know, but no, in design it's the opposite. Okay, in car design, I am one of those. Even if I appreciate some of the sketches, when people show a sketch, I say, oh, that looks really nice, that fender is beautiful, you should just do it, but be careful here, because this is not following really this design element. I think that your design element here is very strong. You should follow that one. Why didn't you do that? You see, that's a critique, but it is a constructive critique. Quindi le critiche costruttive si danno, si fanno, e tu puoi dire a me piace. After that, our boss will choose a sketch, a project, will make a selection because he likes it, because there is it's answering to a brief, project briefing, that's okay, but also because between the other projects that are also answering to the project briefing, that one is the one that he likes the most, or that all the people like the most, so they like it. And you can say, I like it too. Or you can say, I disagree, I don't like it. But the most important thing, when we say I like it or I don't like it, that's very important, is that you know why you don't like and why you like it. That you can explain that you can motivate that. And all in that case, your your feedback will be perceived as a constructive feedback, and not just say I like it or I don't like it, stuff like that. Okay? I hope that that I answered to you. I like your project so much. Thank you, Malay. Lui diceva che al massimo si può dire gradevole o sempre oggettivo. Ma che gradevole? Gradevole. Can you imagine if tomorrow in presentation with Luca De Meo or with Lawrence or with, I don't know, my boss Lee Morales say, è gradevole, questo progetto è gradevole, sta avvenendo gradevolmente bene. No, come on, Andrei, no! Andrea, c'è una grande differenza, lo dico in italiano. Sorry guys, I say this in Italian to Andrea. C'è una grande differenza tra il mondo accademico e le scuole di design private che lavorano con designers, con professionisti, con gente che fa questo lavoro tutti i giorni. Perché la mentalità è un'altra. È completamente diversa. E questo è il problema della scuola pubblica, se ti stai riferendo a un professore di scuola pubblica. Questo è il problema. Quando in TV a porta i politici dicono la scuola è troppo lontana dal mondo del lavoro, ecco, tu sei un esempio con questa definizione. È mentalità, non è colpa di nessuno. È mentalità. Ok, so guys, checking typing English. I think, no, why Malay? Why? I think if you give me a compliment, Malay, I'll be very happy. Anyway, don't worry. Okay, so I think that I did, alright? I think that we finished this wonderful Friday show, Design Talk, as we have it since a long time now. Huh? It's almost half a year. I think that you like it, because I see you always very aficionados here every Friday. I'm very happy, and I thank you for that. And don't forget that next Tuesday I will be reviewing your sketch with my feedback. You see, Andrea, next week we will be here with your sketches and my feedback. No, non ti preoccupare, non ti devi scusare, Andrea, stai scherzando. Figurati, è un piacere. Okay, sir, for the F2F class, do you teach that personally? A class of... No, personally. That's why F2F isn't. Face to face. One by one. Okay? But as I said, now I'm full, so I can't take anybody. Because I need to sleep too. Okay, Joyce. Sir, could you give feedback of my portfolio? Could you guide me? No, Joyce, I can't. Because if I give you a full portfolio feedback, it's gonna take me a long time. I had to explain to you why this is not working or why it's working. There are so many things, it's like a job. So if you want, I can do that. But it is a service. I don't know if you understand me. It's not for free. You can make a donation, whatever you want, but it's not for free. And then I'll take your portfolio and I will explain really what's right and what's wrong. Now, if you want me to guide you, not possible. Because that also, it's like a service. You know, the people that do my course with me, they are, or they were, guided by me. But they were paying, of course, because this is a service. All right, Michelangelo, you're welcome, Malay. Michelangelo, always here. Have a great weekend, Mr. Boy. Thank you. You too. Can you be my Italian teacher too? Hangish, I've already been your Italian teacher. Okay, cool. So now we are ready for some music, and then I prepare myself to watch the big game, Italy against Turkey, for the European Soccer Championship, and I hope that Italy is gonna really play well. But Turkey is a good team too, and they have Çalhanoğlu, who is playing with my Milan AC, so it's going to be tough. Okay, some music. Bye bye, ciao. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super sticker that you sent, or the super chat. As always, I'm very glad that you are here with me, and that you had that nice thoughts about me. Okay, thank you. Ciao. Bye. Have a good weekend.